I mean, pretty much making this album, how was it for you guys? Did you guys have a good time in the studio?
Yeah, it was great. It was our first album for the Deadwood Saints, so it was, you want to put out your best stuff for your first album, so it was good. It was a lot of fun. Put a lot of hard work into it, so hoping people dig it.
Do you guys, like, when you're in there doing this process, is it just you write and everything? Is it a collaborative kind of thing?
It's kind of collaborative. It's mostly like my songs, and then I bring the band, and then we kind of rearrange them and do our thing to it.
Right.
So
yeah, everyone has their input into the song. We end up cycling back and starting over a couple times and letting it evolve and then devolving and going back a little bit, but it always ends up a better process.
Yeah, totally. It's always an evolution, which is always cool, because I write the songs on my acoustic guitar and I bring them to the band and we turn them into rock and roll songs, and then it's always a better product at the end of the whole process. So.
Is that kind of like because you have these different styles coming together when you guys get together like that?
Yeah, totally different styles, different ideas. These guys are super smart. I just kind of write chords in words, and then they make it cooler.
That's awesome. Is it? I mean, as a band, was this something that's kind of your baby, right? And
yeah.
So I mean, is that when you came into wanting to make it a band? Were you looking for super smart guys that?
No, these guys have been a part of my music career for a long time. So
first one for the Deadwood Saints. I thought I found something online before already. Is that
no? That's the Turn 4. So we kind of disbanded Turn 4, which all these guys were in Turn 4 at one point or another, and then we started the Deadwood Saints.
Nice. So. And you guys recorded at Darren's studio?
We did overdubs at Darren's at Stout Studio. We recorded down in Denver at Mighty Fine Productions.
Nice.
Like all the tracking down there, and then we did overdubs at Darren's, which was super convenient and awesome.
I bet. When you guys are recording, like you said, it's kind of a collaborative process, but when you're in there, do you guys kind of all play at the same time, one of you at a time?
Yeah, we tried to track mostly live.
Nice.
And then overdubbed all our mistakes.
Right. But is that something you guys definitely are going for with the live tracking, that organic feel? This is what it is on the stage?
The best live take you can get, and go from there, for sure.
Well, out of this album, how many songs we got on there?
12?
Yeah, I think we got about 12. Yeah, classic 12-song CD.
And there's a little hidden track, little extra nugget.
We'll cut that out. What's your guys' favorite song on there?
I like Devil Keeps Track. Is a really cool song, I think. And then Slaughterhouse is kind of
I like that song a lot.
Kind of sums up the album, I think, a lot. It's 6th Street, Trinity. They're all great. Every song.
Every single song.
But those are my favorite 3 probably.
Yeah.
Slaughterhouse maybe, that's the number 1.
Yeah. I like Devil Keeps Track. Yeah. Dano?
I like Slaughterhouse and 6th Street Trinity. There's one other one. Can't remember right now, but
And all of the songs we just said as our favorites are ones that came later, as a band. So those are more recent, newer songs.
6th Street and Trinity was kind of a little bit of that song is kind of saying goodbye to the old band, kind of thing. So I think that kind of sums up the record a little bit. So that's why it's like the title track of the album is 6th Street and Trinity. So that song's kind of the song, I think, probably.
Yeah.
Is that like something you guys gonna try to put out like a single from it first, or do things like that, or you just get it out there?
We just get it out there and moving on.
Where does everybody go find it? Is it something like on iTunes or?
Yep, it's on iTunes and Spotify and our website. You can hit us up on the website. We can mail it to you, and then CD Baby, all those chains.
Everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's been fun because we've been selling CDs to other countries as well. We've sold some to Spain and the UK and Australia. And it's fun getting those letters, these emails, and we get to just bring it to the post office.
In Madrid.
Yeah.
Australia,
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Awesome, pretty sweet.
Where have you guys been getting the most from then outside of the country?
It's just those 3. It's like the day we put it on Spotify, we got an email from this dude in Madrid who owns a CD, like a little mom and pop, record store out there, and he was like, I love your music, and I want some CDs.
That's
It was
awesome.
like the day that it was on Spotify, so that's a cool thing. You know?
Right.
This mixed feelings about Spotify and free streaming and stuff, but it's like that dude would never have heard us otherwise, and now we have like a handful of CDs for sale in Spain
Right.
because of that. So it's super cool.
Was that something that was tough for you guys to decide on? The whole fact that everybody's
Not
giving their
really.
music
I
away
think you
these
kind of
days?
have to do that
Yeah.
anymore. It's just inevitable.
Right.
So it's a no-brainer, I guess.
With the Spain and the international sales, it's great to see that the classic Americana, all country sound still translates to other countries, and it's still something that is no matter where you live, that's a sound that people want. Right?
That's very true. That's awesome. That's a great way to look at that. That's really cool. What about like the future here with you guys now? I know you got like a show next week and then something November. I mean, is a tour coming up or?
No, we're just gonna try to take over the hometown first before we waste a bunch of money on touring around. You know, we're old. We know better.
We're not still trying to do rock
Drive to
stars? Or?
California, lose a bunch of money. So.
Yeah.
Is that how it is for you guys now? You guys kind of, is it more, I don't want to say hobby, but I mean, is this more, are we trying to make it, or are we just trying to have a good time and do what we do?
I think a little bit of both. I mean, I'm always gonna make music,
Right?
you know, so that's never gonna stop. So but
And a lot of days, it's like a lot of musicians are just really concerned with making it. That's what they want to do. They don't understand, like, it's also about just making the music and enjoying it, loving it. And
yeah, I think
usually,
it's more of that. Always making it is always in the back of your head, you
Right.
know, but I've been around enough to know that the odds are pretty slim, you know. So I'm not holding my breath or anything. So, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna make music and do the best that I can, you know. And if something happens, then that's awesome.
is there any music on this album that really stands out as a lot of, like you said, the first song, the title track was kind of, crossing over from the old band. But is there anything else that really stands out to, I don't know, that's coming from being in Fort Collins or Colorado, or something about, just where you're from here?
No, I mean the whole record's pretty much about, Slaughterhouse is about, the town I live in. So,
Yeah.
I mean the whole record though is kind of like
Colorado.
Colorado kind of vibe, So, and it seems to relate to a lot of people. Cheap Guitar is a big song on the record that everybody seems to be talking about. Everybody kind of relates to that song. But yeah, the whole record is it's just about living.
Yeah, I get you, man.
American roots kind of stuff, So
Nice. What about like you guys' experience from past shows and stuff? What's some of the craziest things that's maybe ever happened to you? Anything worth talking about?
I think the blow up doll on stage at the Lion's Lair with the dude with the miniature harmonica.
playing.
That was
Yeah,
on
great.
stage, and he had this like little miniature harmonica, and he just invited himself on stage and started playing his miniature
And it
harmonica.
made it like
in the
sound like
key of
it
C.
worked.
No, well it
The
worked.
harmonica worked, but it didn't work with the song we're playing.
Yeah, it was the wrong key and everything, but it worked in its own sense, the blow up doll and everything.
Planning like a music video or anything for any of the songs, or got anything in the works as
I don't
far as
know.
if there was, what song would you guys pick?
I don't know. I think we gotta go with Cheap Guitar because it's like the single that everybody loves. But
I could do that,
it's totally
but
up in the air. We could.
I'd like to argue for
We
another
might
one.
have to have a band meeting for that.
Yeah.
What would you be arguing for?
I'd be going for 6th Street or Devil Keeps Track. Because Cheap Guitar is a great song and it's wonderful, but it's still it's a little older and I'm not as attached to it anymore. Even though if people are talking about it though, we could would have to be decided if we want to do that or if we want to do what
We'll
we're
let
requesting.
the young ancients do the Cheap Guitar.
How does it feel to have someone already covering one of your songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Super
And
cool.
those guys too.
Yeah.
They're just great pros. They're respectable dudes for sure.
Yep.
And we had that one show we were playing in Greeley at that place on the west side of town, and there's that giant fight broke out right as we started. You could just see fists flying, people grabbing each other in the back. That was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Roadhouse vibe, man.
Did you just turn up the amperage and
Yeah,
like
we
go
just-
play a little faster?
Kept playing. Just get louder.
Give them a good soundtrack for that fight.
Right?
Yeah.
I've been out to Colorado before, but it's been a little while. I have a pretty good